Hello, welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I'm Natalie, and I am here to do the mid-month reading for the sign of Libra for mid-March 2019. Let's get right into it here. This is a 5-card spread. Your first card is your overall energy. Second card is your wealth and finances. Third card is your hearth, your home, your intimate love, family. Fourth card are your challenges, should there be any. Fifth card is your message from spirit. This is for all 3 signs. Your Libra sun, Libra rising, Libra moon. These are general readings, which may or may not resonate with you. I don't control what comes up. For those of you that get mad at the readers, you shouldn't be watching these readings at all because you don't understand how it works. Insult, smart mouth, smart ass, none of that's tolerated. You're removed. Simple. End of. No discussion. I'm saying that because, yeah, there have been a few kooks that have crapped in. We're all about the light. We're light workers. We're not witches. We don't work with the dark at all. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I don't. I'm a light worker. Period. End of. I'm a tool that the universe uses. I'm a conduit. I just pass the messages along. I'm going to cut the deck and consult with Lilith to see if these are indeed your cards, Libra. As this deck stands, are the top 5 cards. The cards are meant for this free general public reading for the sign of Libra for the mid-month March 2019. Are these the cards that are meant for the Libra spread? All right, thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okie dokie. Not too far, I think. Your very first card. This is your overall energy for the next 2 weeks. The King of Wands. Practicality. He's the King of Practicality. Card number 2, your wealth and finances. The Moon. Illusion. Libra. Card number 3, the Hermit. Contemplation. This is your hearth and your home, your intimate love, your special relationships. Card number 4 is your challenges, Knight of Pentacles, and loyalty. And card number 5 is your message from Spirit, 8 of Swords, restrictions. Wow. Okie dokie. There you go. Here's the next 2 weeks coming at you. All right. Can't predict these readings, I'll tell you this time, because they're everywhere. They're all over the board. I did Cancer, and I did something that nobody would ever see. People see me get mad on here. It makes me get pissed off. But it was such a wonderful reading that it made me weep. I was crying. Oh, yes, I was crying. Because I'm a Cancer. And it was just full of goodness. All of it. It was beautiful. I got overwhelmed. The King of Wands. That King of Practicality. I'm hearing stay grounded. Stay realistic. See things for what they are. You know, it is what it is mentality. Trying not to change the structure of something or of a situation, but accepting it for what it is and then working with what you've got, because there's no more that you can do outside of working with what you've got. Okay, Libra, this energy here is a man of action, an energy of action, very engaging, a lot of inspiration coming through. If this is a real person, he's a leader to you. He's somebody that you look up to. And his feelings almost always show. Almost always. Never holds back on the way he feels, and you can tell what he feels and thinks by taking one look at his face, you know. This person travels a lot, or travel is indicated for you. Big trips coming up here. And this card shows you connected to many, many people, as is this person as well. A lot of people. If you're identifying with this card, which would make this the You card, which is very possible, kings and queens almost always represent the clearance. This card's indicating that you should expect to find practical solution to any problems that come your way. Expect it, and it'll be. Having trouble with traveling, getting to where you want to be, where you need to be, find practical solutions for that. The advice for this card is for you to explore your passions and look to unconventional people and new places. We need exposure to fresh things in order for us to feel inspiration. Hell, I'm home all the time. So when I go to the town or go to city or anything, even simple as a grocery store, the inspiration comes through in one form or another. Seeing the humanity in somebody, overhearing a conversation. There's things to inspire. The scenery, the sights, the people around you, the ambiance, the atmosphere. These things can inspire you. But try someplace different. Go where there's different people than you. This sort of thing, that'll really, really start things rumbling for you, coming to life. But follow your path. It's time to start exploring your own passions and being more expressive about who you are, what you are, where you come from, what you're all about. It's time to explore these things. Your keywords for this card are energy and creativity and power and passion, wisdom, freedom, and openness, and remaining open to what's going on around you, what's coming by your way. The next card we're looking at here is the Moon, illusion. Don't waste your time on pipe dreams, because if you think you're going to have money just come rushing at you out of nowhere, the odds are that's not the way that's not normally the way it works in the real world. It just doesn't work that way. We can dream of it. But with this card, the Moon's watching what it is that you see. What is it that has your attention? And the Moon is questioning, can you see past illusions to the truth in the reality of a situation? For example, love may be perfect under the light of the moon. Take this. I like to use this as a example. It comes to love. So there's someone you've dated once or twice, and you knew from the second you seen them that they were for you. They make your heart race. They give you butterflies, all the right things. So there you are. It's only been a couple days, remember. You're walking on the beach down below me here. And the tide is up high, and it's in, and it's just like a mirror. There's no real enough wind to stir the water. It's very still. There is a breeze. It's soft. It's warm. It's a summer night, and under the full moon. And the moon illuminates the cove and you, and my phone's ringing. If you can't hear it, I'm not answering it. So you're walking along in this perfect situation, hand in hand, feeling like you're floating on air, because you're feeling like, oh, this is love, and it's just wonderful, and it's beautiful, this whole thing. And chances are you might be in denial. I don't know that. I'm not getting that. But you may be seeing things and reading into things that aren't there. But I can tell you this, you're not really in reality on that beach, because what's really going on, that's the movies. Okay, strolling on a beach under a full moon on a nice summer night, you know, that's in the movies. You know, you stop, you kiss, you hug, you hold, you say sweet nothings to each other. And what happens next is reality comes crashing in. Here's the real scene. There you are, you're walking along the beach. You slip on a few rocks that were wet. So that was a little awkward, a little embarrassing. Here's the worst part. You're being eaten alive by mosquitoes. There's moths floating around. You get one in the back of your throat. A mosquito will say. Moth sounds too gross. You get a mosquito at the back of your throat. That don't look sexy, baby. That don't look like, oh, come hither, come to me. You know, it doesn't look that way. You know, you've got a moth caught in your hair and you're beating on your head trying to get it out. There's reality. Usually, so the moon does question this, is what is it? Where do you think you are right now? Be real. Get real. You think you're going to get rich overnight? It fell into your financial sector. There's no rich overnight. There's no get rich quick schemes going on here at all. And the moon is concerned because they want you to come back down to earth, to the reality of a situation. With relationships, you have to ask yourself, is this relationship is it going to stand the test of time before you make any big commitments here? You need to listen to your intuition. Things may not be as they seem. That's a big thing with the moon and illusion. Things may not be as they seem. Another meaning can be is fears and old memories resurfacing as you work through some emotional blocks. That could be coming on. And don't lie about your memories. They are what they are. Don't sugarcoat them. If they were lessons that you learned from these things, these memories, chances are lessons when you learn them, the greatest ones of all are the hardest ones to survive through something. And these lessons, they're priceless. You can't put a price on them. So you've got some blocks that you have to work through before you can invite anybody else into the most intimate personal part of your world. You can't side slam somebody if they think they're being brought into your life, into your circle, within, good intentions. Why would they think anything else? And then they get in there and they get involved up to here in your life and find out you got some issues. That's not fair to anybody else. You take care of your issues first. No one else should have to pay for what you went through. You've paid enough. And now it's time to release these things and get real. Your intuition does usually holds all the answers that you're looking at. Take the time to work out the best way forward for you. Pay attention through your feelings and your dreams, rather than relying on logic at this time when this is going on. Logic's got nothing to do with it. That's something. Key words. The unconscious. Doubt. Decision. Dilemmas. There could be some sadness. The past and some tears. It is time to be born again and leave these things in the past behind. Leave them. Don't let them steal your future, because whatever it was that happened to you, you're letting it win. And not just win, but like a victory that lasts a long time for something or somebody else. It's time for you to let go of that. It just is. What happened to you is not going to happen again, I can tell you that. Things like this don't happen twice in one lifetime to the same person. They just don't. You're safe. You're protected by the universe. Do not worry. Third card, we're looking at the hearth and home here. It feels so far like this reading is meant for somebody, because I'm feeling the cards all connecting here, even though it's a general reading. This is a card about reflection. It's a card of contemplation. It's a time of needing alone time. You need to be. You're being guided along by your inner life, your inner light. People may think that you're pulling away, and you're not pulling away. You're dealing with this, is what you're doing, and you need the time alone to do that. You need to go off into your own garden and spend some time there, and it hurts you because it makes you feel lonely, and you don't like that, feeling alone and feeling lonely. Here's what you have to keep telling yourself: but I'm not here forever. I'm here to just work through this. Get these monsters out of my life, out of my dreams, my nightmares. Have they shaped you? Yes. That's not everything that has shaped you. A lot of wonderful things you've been through have helped shape you as well. But maybe this has still left a bitter taste in your mouth, you might say. And it's stop pinpointing everybody with painting people with the same brush. That, yeah, they're great. Yeah, I like them. I think they're wonderful, but I don't trust. I don't trust because of what happened before. Suck it up, princess. Suck it up. Bad things happen to good people. It just does. You're not the only one. That's what I'm trying to say. You're not the only one that's gone through what you've gone through. There have been others. You may not know about them. You may not know them. Rest assured, you don't walk alone. All right? But you have to put some demons to bed here. Anything that obsesses your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, you can't let it dominate and take over your whole life. You need to deal with these things. You need to bury them. You need to lay them to rest. What's done is done. You're the one keeping it going by not letting go, and you need to let go for your own future and your own happiness. This is meant for somebody, and it's very deep. It's something very sorrowful, full of sorrow, a lot of tears, a lot of pain. There comes a point you have to reconcile with that. Talk to the universe. Talk to the source, your God, however you refer to. I use the word universe because it encompasses all. It's omni, it's one, we're all one. It doesn't really matter. But you need to make peace with what happened. That's very strong. There's such a weight that's under it, an emotional weight that you feel in a physical way. Circle of life is what I'm hearing. The circle of life. It's time to put it to rest. I'm just so strong on that. I'm sorry I keep going over and over, and I'm so strong on that. You need to be alone to think, to find the answers that you're seeking, and to know yourself much deeper as well, on a much deeper level. Keywords are thought and retreat, travel, solitude, seclusion, and protection. I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't. There's some serious stuff there. The Knight of Pentacles. Challenges. This is a card of when you make your moves and you're planning things and you're acting, you're going through the motions of giving things life, bringing them to life, plans, this kind of a thing. Make your moves carefully. Take your time. Go slow, but remain steady and steadfast and keep moving forward. Plan your moves with care. This may not be fun and easy going through this, not every moment of it anyway. But this is where you begin to trust again. Losing that vulnerability. Sometimes there's somebody that shows up in a reading that this person shows good. They're logical. They're not emotionally involved. So they can make logical decisions and choices and help you in that department because they're not at risk in any way, shape, or form. This could be somebody coming into your life, Libra, to help you through. This person, whoever he is, shows that he's from a good background and a good home life. This is somebody very balanced that you can trust, that you can put your trust in and feel safe in doing so. That right there shows that you're already coming out the other end. You're coming through this. This is the right time for some serious decisions to be made about your future. And maybe this is the person you need to speak to. The advice of the card is just give you a little gentle reminder about hard work. And it may not be the most fun. It may not be the most exciting. But it brings great rewards. The harder you work, the longer you take at something, the greater the rewards. You end up with more than what you expected, which is a beautiful thing. This is just a wonderful card. All the way around. This person will be looking out for you, Libra. Whoever this is, they have a tendency to kind of, it's male to female, like a big brother approach. Looking out for you, keeping him under your wing, under his wing. You're going to make some hardcore decisions about your future and then work on following through with them, which is good. That's not bad at all. The last card, your message from Spirit, we got the Eight of Swords, restriction. And I'm hearing this is self-imposed restrictions, rules you're putting into place for yourself, lines you will not cross, plans that you're making, being very, very restrictive with yourself and having no problem doing that either. You're very strong in that department, we'll say. This is a card about change. It can be about work and relationships or projects. Sometimes it shows relationships can be on a lockdown. Somebody may want you to commit to something, but you're not free to. You're not free to commit. You've got too much on the go right now, and you're bound by an awful lot of responsibility as well. That's part of it. Other people counting on you, depending on you. There's no way you're going to backtrack anything where you've made a commitment to people or situations that you care about. You're not about to. This person may try to get you to do that. Oh, look, this would be better for you in the long run. Look what you get out of this. But to you, you come back and you say, this isn't about me. No, this isn't for my benefit. These are promises in my word that I gave to the others. Whatever that's about. The advice of the card is for you to become practical and get control of your own life. Get control on top of your own future and where you're going to direct that to. And you can't bother with what other people are thinking. In this case, you have to forge forward. Free yourself by being less tolerant of others. You really want to clear the path to where you're going and where your dreams and your plans are. You just get people, you move them out of your way and be less tolerant. Just don't put up with it. You don't need to put up with it. Keywords are separation and fear and burdens, a lack of vision and being stuck, responsibilities and change. I don't believe the only separation here is like with the hermit and you going off into your own little world to figure things out, to tie things up, to make sure that you've dealt with and you've put these things to rest before moving forward. This card does see you moving forward. It sees you making change. And more practical, more realistic. Your head's not in the clouds. There's no pipe dreams going on here because you're dealing with reality. Reality isn't always pretty, but reality is truth. And truth, in truth, there's beauty. You remember that. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you took something from it. If you want a personal reading with me, just look down below this window and grab my email you see there and I'll get you taken care of. Also, if you'd like, if you don't hate Facebook, please come and join us there. We're under groups, Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and it is closed and it is private. So it's a very zen-like place to be at times. It's supportive. There's love in there. There's a lot of caring and concern. We all look out for each other. And if you're a drama queen, it's not the place for you. I think you know what I mean by that. We don't put up with that in there at all. It's not what it's about. Anyway, it's a place where everybody can come from all over the world, regardless of your religion, your faith, or any of that. We leave that out of the group because we're all under one. I believe in Omni. We're all under one. So I don't allow things like, we don't allow things like throwing out your religious preference out there, your terms that you use that may be excluding to others that don't use those terms. We try to keep it on an even keel here. We're Omni. We're one. We're all under the universe. We all have a creator, the universe, a hub, the source. It all comes down to one, and it's love. Anyway, keep the peace since you can share that love and that light out with the rest of the world the way I know you can. Yes, you can. Take care of yourself while taking care of others as well. Don't forget that. And if you want to make a little bit of a difference in your day-to-day, be kind to somebody. Any little snippet can have the butterfly effect. And it goes on and on. Maybe the person that you showed some kindness to, or held the door open, or gave a break in traffic, or smiled at, they'll do it to the next one, pay it forward, and it'll continue. You'll never know, but wow, right? The butterfly effect. Thank you so much for being here. Next time I'll see you will be for April. Can't believe it. It's only a couple of weeks away. March is flying by. I found February was painfully long for me, even though it's the shortest month of the year. It was painfully long. And March is flying by pretty quick. It's like, where's the time going? And then we're going to be into April and May and so on. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. Hope to see you all back for April. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Have a great life. Bye for now.